स्टूडेंट्स, इस क्वेश्चन में दिया गया है 2 सेकेंड आफ्टर प्रोजेक्शन ए प्रोजेक्टाइल इज ट्रेवलिंग इन ए डायरेक्शन इंक्लाइन एट 30 डिग्री टू द हॉरिजॉन्टल। मतलब पहले जो प्रोजेक्टाइल का जो थ्रो करने का जो एंगल था वो उसके बाद 30 डिग्री हो गया आफ्टर 2 सेकेंड। ओके, एंड आफ्टर 1 मोर सेकेंड इट इज़ ट्रेवलिंग हॉरिजॉन्टली, एंड उसके 1 सेकेंड बाद मतलब 3 सेकेंड में वो हॉरिजॉन्टली ट्रेवल करने लगा। सो हमको जो कार्टेज स्टेटमेंट है वो पिक आउट करना है। So let's do that. This is a projectile from the ground. Okay, so here is the angle of projection. This is theta, and the projectile will travel such pathway to strike the ground. Okay, so after 2 seconds after projection, let's assume that the projectile is at this point. Okay, let's assume this is the point P1. Let's assume this is the point P1. Okay, so this is the point P1 which is direction and inclined at 30 degree to the horizontal, जो horizontal से 30 डिग्री एंगल में inclined है। That mean its angle was horizontally 30 degree. Okay, that means this angle is horizontally 30 degree. Okay, so after 1 more second it is traveling horizontally, and after 1 more second, let's assume after 1 more second the particle will reach at this point. This is P2. Okay, the particle will reach at this point P2 after another 1 second. So at first the particle has been thrown, let's a velocity u. Okay, so there will be two component of u, one will be vertical and another will be horizontal. So the vertical one will be u sin theta and the horizontal one will be u cos theta. Okay, so अब हम लोग को करना पड़ेगा that आफ्टर 2 सेकेंड, मतलब 2 सेकेंड बाद जो पार्टिकल पी पॉइंट में पहुंच रहा है वहाँ पे वेलोसिटी कितना होगा पार्टिकल का। सो वी हैव टू फाइंड दैट आफ्टर 2 सेकेंड द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द पार्टिकल एट पॉइंट P1 will be as per the law of V equal to u minus of gt. Okay, so it is the general two-dimensional formula for kinematics. So now if we use that, the final velocity at P point let's take this as this velocity at 30 degree angle at P point will be V1, and again यहाँ पे V1 का दो कंपोनेंट होगा, जो कि होगा एक वर्टिकल दैट विल बी V1 sin theta and the horizontal that will be V1 cos theta. Okay, so the V1 will be, what is the initial velocity? The initial velocity will be u sin theta component. Okay, as because जो पार्टिकल है वो हाइट की तरफ ट्रेवल कर रहा है, सो इसका जो यू कंपोनेंट है यू साइन थीटा, ये उसको ऊपर ले जा रहा है. सो द इनिशियल वेलोसिटी विल बी यू साइन थीटा माइनस ऑफ जी आफ्टर 2 सेकेंड, दैट मीन 2. So it will be u sin theta minus of 2g. Okay, so this will be the velocity after 2 seconds. So at this point we have to do that the velocity, final velocity, it will be v1, that v1 will be the component of v1 sin theta. Okay, so this part, sorry for that, this will be not v1, this will be the vertical component. Okay, so this will be v1 sin theta, v1 sin theta, as because here we use the initial velocity component of sine, and so we have to use that the sine component of v1, so it will be v1 sin theta. So the equation will be v1 sin theta. Okay, so what is the value of theta here? So here the v1 sin 30 degree. Okay, so it will be v1 sin 30 degree equal to u sin theta minus of 2g. So will be v1 u sin theta minus 2g divided by sin 30. Okay, so it will be half u sin theta minus of 2g. So it will be 2 into u sin theta minus of, the value of g is 10, that will be 20. Okay, so this will be the value of v1. Okay, this will be the value of v1. So this will be the velocity v1. Okay, so after 2 seconds the particle velocity at p1 point will be this much. Okay, so now we have to do that what about after another 1 second, that means the total 3 seconds. So we have to found that after 3 seconds what will be the velocity. Okay, so after 3 seconds what has been told in this question, that after 1 more second it is traveling horizontally. Okay, मतलब और 1 सेकंड बाद, मतलब 3 सेकंड के बाद जो पार्टिकल ट्रेवल कर रहा है हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन में. सो हॉरिजॉन्टल डायरेक्शन में ट्रेवल कर रहा है, इसका मतलब है दैट देयर इज नो वर्टिकल वेलोसिटी एट ऑल. ओके, सो देयर इज ओनली हॉरिजॉन्टल वेलोसिटी एक्टिंग. सो ये किस पॉइंट में होता है? ये हाईएस्ट पॉइंट में होता है. ओके, सो आफ्टर 3 सेकेंड द पार्टिकल हैज रीच्ड टू द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट, दैट इज द एच मैक्स. ओके, दैट इज द एच मैक्स, द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट. सो हम लोग जो जानते हैं, जो टोटल टाइम ऑफ फ्लाइट का फॉर्मूला है, दैट इज द t इक्वल टू 2u साइन थीटा डिवाइडेड बाई जी. ओके, सो अगर टी वाई हाफ होता है तो टी वाई हाफ में पार्टिकल पहुंच जाएगा हाईएस्ट पॉइंट में. सो कितना टाइम में? 3 सेकेंड में. ओके, सो टी वाई हाफ हैज़ बीन गिवन एज 3 सेकेंड. ओके, so if we divided by 2, it will be t by half. Okay, this equation, so it will be t by half. So this will be also divided by 2, this part. So this portion t by 2, this will be as after one more second, that will be 3 second. Okay, so it will be 3. Okay, so 3 will be 2u sin theta. So from here we can calculate that 2u sin theta equal to 6g. Okay, so 2u sin theta equal to 6g. So from here we can say that u sin theta, okay, it will be u sin theta equal to 3g. So it will be come out 3 into 10, so will be 30. Okay, so u sin theta, the value of u sin theta, what will be 30 मीटर पर सेकेंड. सो जो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी था u से थ्रो किया गया होगा, उसका जो वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट, उसका वैल्यू होगा 30. ओके, इट वैल्यू विल बी 30. ओके, सो अगर हम लोग u sin थीटा का वैल्यू 30 इधर पुट करते हैं, सो इट विल बी 230 minus of 20, so it will be v1 will be 20 meter per second. Okay, so this will be the value of v1. So what will be the value of v1? That after 2 seconds the velocity of the particle at point p1 will be 10. Okay, so v1 will be what? This will be 10 meter per second. Sorry, not 10, it will be 20 meter per second. Okay, so it will be 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड. सो अब हम लोग को क्वेश्चन में पूछा गया है द वेलोसिटी ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन, मतलब प्रोजेक्शन का वेलोसिटी कितना होगा, नॉट द वेलोसिटी ऑफ एट पॉइंट p1. ओके, सो हम लोग को अभी फाइंड आउट किया जो वेलोसिटी एट पॉइंट p1 दैट इज 20 मीटर पर सेकेंड. लेकिन क्वेश्चन में दिया गया है मैच करने के लिए जे इज द वेलोसिटी ऑफ प्रोजेक्शन इज 20√3 मीटर पर सेकेंड. तो अब हम लोग को देखना पड़ेगा दैट व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ u. ओके, so now we have to do that. As we know, in horizontal direction, that is at point p2, there is no vertical velocity. Okay, as because this is a maximum point has been reached, so there is only acting the horizontal velocity. Okay, no vertical velocity. So the horizontal velocity at this point p2 will be equal to as the ground level horizontal velocity, that is u cos theta, as because the horizontal velocity is unchanged because there is no acceleration acting in this direction. So if we consider this by equaling these two values, that will be so we have to do that. So at this point p1 and p2, that is the horizontal velocity that is equal to the ground level horizontal velocity. So let's take that the horizontal velocity at point p1 is v1 cos theta, so it will be equal to the horizontal velocity ground level u cos theta. Okay, so it will be that v1 cos theta. Okay, so let's write something about the condition that as we know in horizontal direction, as we know there is no change in horizontal direction, so it will be v1 cos 30 degree equal to u cos theta, that is the ground level velocity, horizontal velocity. So it will be come out to be, what is the value of v1? We have found that value of v1 is 20. Okay, so 20 into the value of cos 30 will be root 3 by 2 equal to u cos theta. So will be u cos theta will be 10 root 3. Okay, so what we have found that this is u cos theta. Okay, that is the value is 10 root 3, and u sin theta, the value is 30. Okay, the value of u sin theta, that is 30. Okay, so if we divide these two, that is u sin theta divided by u cos theta, it will be 30 divided by 10 root 3. Okay, so it will be come out to be tan theta saman will be 3 by root 3. So tan theta will be tan of 60 degree. So here come out to be theta will be 60 degree. Okay, so if we put the value of theta in this equation, it will be by putting the value of theta, it will be u cos 60 degree will be 10 root 3. So it will be u by 2, the value of cos 60 is half, will be 10 root 3. So will be 60 20 root 3. So the value, initial velocity, what will be the initial velocity? So the initial velocity will be 20 root 3. Okay, so option A is the correct statement, and both A and B are correct. And angle of projection, what is the angle of projection? Angle of projection is 60 degree, so it is not correct. So there is no angle of projection, it is wrong. So angle of projection, so both A, B wrong, so only option A is correct. Okay, so hope you understand this. This will be little bit lengthy. Okay, so if you remember the procedure, it will be easy to catch. So let's have a look and try to understand. It will be easy for you. Okay, so let's do another one.